What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how ARK Invest is up massive on this one company and they keep buying more. They actually just got up to a position of 1 million shares, and that position is now worth almost $200 million. Now, before we get into all of that, if you guys could go down and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, so you're never late on any of these videos that I put out. Now, ARK has been extremely active this year in its funds, and Kathy Woods has been doing absolutely amazing with their ARK-K, ARK-G, and other funds. Now, this is really great for investors since the S&P 500 usually goes up on average between 7 and 11% every year. So it takes a good 7 to 10 years to double your money. But with these ETFs, they have been actively traded throughout this whole entire year and are up insane percentage numbers. A couple of them are even up upwards of 150% and upwards of 200%. Now, a lot of fund managers on Wall Street can't even beat the S&P 500, so these ARK ETFs are a great option for investors for passive investing. Now, let's take a look at the company that ARK has been investing in. It's been Baidu. So they started off their position on about December 10th, and they scaled in with about 173,000 shares, built it all the way up, as you can see over here, to a position of 1 million shares, and the price today, as of right now, is around $193 at the current time. Now, if you didn't know, Baidu is basically the Chinese version of Google. So they're a massive search engine along with a lot of other technologies that help its users. Now, if we go over here, we can see that Baidu just got its price target raised by UBS. Now, Baidu's price target has recently been raised more than 46% to $190, which is still under the current trading price, which is interesting, from $130. That is a massive price upgrade that we don't see very often. Now, this is a little bit interesting because this was on December 10th, right before the massive moon mission that Baidu went on. So it met that price target, and I think we are going to see some reshuffling, and we might get some more price upgrades or downgrades or maintained at equal weight in the near future. Now, some things that could hurt Baidu in the near future is a little bit of this over here. Now, Trump signs a bill that could lead to the delisting of Chinese stocks, including NIO, LI, XPeng, and Alibaba. Now, as I've said in my previous videos, this has gotten strong bipartisan support in the U.S. Congress, so all of the U.S. government is very in favor of this. But the act says that delisting could happen if a given company doesn't comply with audit inspections 3 years in a row. So we know that all of these Chinese companies will be traded on these exchanges for at least 3 years, and these big companies, they just have to comply with our standards. Basically, what the U.S. is doing is they're taking a look at the Chinese companies and they're examining them, and they think that they are making some assumptions on their balance sheets, and they might be messing with the numbers. So basically all this is that if the Chinese companies want to be traded on the United States exchanges, they just need to play by our rules. Baidu also looks to be getting into the electric vehicle race. So right here it says China's Baidu reportedly planning a foray into electric vehicle manufacturing. So now what really happened, Baidu is in talks with automakers regarding manufacturing of its own electric vehicle, Reuters reported, citing 3 people with knowledge on the matter. So China right now is kind of like a hub for the new electric vehicles. They have NIO, LI, and XPeng. So these companies are really ahead. So NIO is planning on setting up a factory in Denmark this year so they can expand their market, and they're also planning on rolling out their robo-taxi in Tel Aviv. Now, XPEV, on the other hand, is delivering their first 100 cars directly to consumers this week. Now, that'll be completed by around Christmas, but since Baidu is such a big player in the Chinese tech world, they have a lot of funding and government support that if they were to start trying to manufacture their electric vehicles, they could probably do it a lot quicker than these other companies that had to start up on their own. Now, we could see Baidu do this within the next 3 years. As we saw yesterday, Apple came out and said that they wanted to manufacture their own electric vehicle, and they said that that would be completed around 2023, 2024. So we can see a lot of these big companies are trying to get into the electric vehicle space because they know that it is like the next massive wave to come in. It was like tech in the early 2000s. So if we can kind of use this to use it as a gauge and say that a lot of these big companies know where the markets are headed because they have a lot of money spent in these the market metrics area of their business, so they know what the interests are and where the markets are headed. So if we can see a lot of these companies get into these space, it will be very good for investors in the future. That's going to be it for this video. If you guys like this video, go down and smash that like button and subscribe button and comment down below your thoughts. Hope you guys have a great day.